Hello, and welcome, family. Thank you for joining me again today on Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray that you all are doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. So, how your week been going? It is, coming upon the end of March. We are already in or already almost done with the third month of 2026. How y'all doing out there? How is things going? Like, how y'all feeling? Everything all right? Y'all check in and let me know how y'all doing. So, this has been a crazy month of adjustment for me. There's been a lot of different things going on. I've had to make some adjustments to some new things, but things are good. Things are going great. Things are looking up. Things are positive. So that is always amazing. And I welcome, all good things. It's just a month of adjustment for me. I am getting the hang of my new normal, and I'm sure things are going to continue to shift. And I'm here for it all because your girl ain't scared of no challenge. Okay. Nuck if you buck. Anyway, so I just hope that you all are doing well. Seriously, though, I know it's been a lot of craziness going on in this world that we live in because y'all president, he just making life so difficult while he making America great again. And whatever he want to call it. I don't think he making it great. He making it terrible. But he gonna say he doing everything great and wonderful. It's amazing and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just hang in there. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. I just keep on praying for this man to get impeached. I don't know what's taking so long, but it got to be in the works. Like somebody got to be pulling some strings somewhere to, get this going because, I don't know how much more we can take. Like, come on. We've been through there. We've been through there. That need to be the anthem for 2026. Take me through that because that's what Trump doing. He taking us all the way through there. Like these gas prices, astronomical. Like I'm gonna take my kids on a bike everywhere. We about to go get our bikes out of storage, and we just gonna ride a bike everywhere we gotta go, honey. And if we can't ride a bike there, then we don't need to go. We ain't gonna be seeing some people for a while because, honey, this ridiculous. And I got an SUV too. I ain't got no little small car, but I know the people with small cars suffering too because, Lord, like, what is we gonna do? I don't know, but we're going to pray. We're going to stay prayed up. We're going to lean on the Lord because He makes all things possible for those who trust and believe in Him. Please believe that always, always, always. So, on my last episode, I did an interview with my second twin, the second half of your favorite Gemini twins on Instagram. Make sure y'all go shout out my boy's page. Also, TNT Axel Animations on YouTube and Instagram. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and comment on my son's page. Show him some love, okay? Because he need it. Help him get his views and his followers up. So, I did an interview with him last episode. I really kept it short and sweet, really just focused on it, the interview with him. So I really didn't talk about, pretty much anything else other than our interview. Um, I was supposed to talk about some things, but I didn't. So that's okay because y'all just gonna get a double bonus episode, not today. So I'm gonna do this episode and then I'm gonna immediately record another episode to be able to put out. So yay, y'all gonna get double content from your girl. Aren't y'all excited? I know you are. I know you are. Because I always come with the tea. Anyway, so not this week, but last week, I forgot to give a shout out to my girl Lisa for her birthday. Happy birthday, boo. Thank you for always being such an amazing friend to me. She was a coworker, Lisa M. I'm not going to put your full name out there, but definitely appreciate you. You've always been like a very positive person in my life, always giving good advice. So I just want to say happy birthday to you. I hope your day was special and that you felt all of the love that you deserve. And um, last week, my son Trent won his baseball game. This week, or actually today, they had another game. They also won. So shout out to them boys because they out here doing it big. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. All right, and let me see. Okay, so that was really pretty much everything for my week. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like, this pollen is really getting out of control. Like, y'all, I cannot breathe. I know I probably sound congested and nasally in this post, but Lord have mercy, I've had enough of this freaking pollen already. I love me some spring because that's when all the flowers start blooming and everything starts looking beautiful. But Lord, I cannot take any more of this pollen. Like, it's really killing me. I have all your allergies, and this pollen just really is not, vibing with me. I just don't understand. So, anyway, I do want to say congratulations to the 2026 Oscar winners. You all did such an amazing job at, your film and all of that. Congratulations. But I do want to say a special congratulations to Sinners for bringing home several Oscars. Like, congratulations. Y'all literally, y'all literally did your big one. I love Sinners. It was amazing. Also, shout out to Michael B. Jordan for winning an Oscar. I believe it's his first Oscar as Best Actor. Also Ryan Coogler, congrats on, your first directorial Oscar. Let's see, who else? I think that's it. But yeah, congratulations to everybody. Whoever else I did not mention, congrats to all of you because that is, definitely an amazing accomplishment to have won any award at the Oscars. So congratulations. And um, so also want to send out a rest in peace to Kiki Shepard. She was an Apollo co-host. She came out serving in many, many looks. Okay, so RIP to you. Thank you for being such an inspiration to so many women who came before you and after you. Thank you for being a ray of sunshine to us all. And, RIP to Kiki Shepard. So, okay, now we're gonna get on to some mess. Okay. So, the mess I want to get into a little bit is, everybody been talking about Lotto, and everybody is all, upset that Lotto is pregnant. And apparently she's pregnant by 21 Savage. Like, we didn't already know that they supposed to be messing around this whole time. Yes. So my take on that whole thing, and also shout out to Lotto because I loved the way that you announced your pregnancy through the video. That was very creative. I love the hands on the belly when y'all came together, showing off who he was and all of that. Your little scrapbook showing 21 Savage and you as, kids. That was really cool and that was creative. I just want to say, like, I'm here for these women that got themselves together that basically don't need no man and they out here having kids. Like, kudos to you. Gone are the days where you have to have a traditional household because I'm gonna tell y'all, these traditional households ain't all that anyway. They not all they cracked up to be. There's a lot of women that are in marriages that waited on that one true love, that knight in shining armor to come in and scoop them up. And they living through hell right now. So why is we preaching this old antiquated thought that you have to have a two-parent household? Yes, there are some instances where it's better to have a two-parent household, but it is not 100% completely necessary. And you know, Lotto, just like Cardi B, they have their own money. They can take care of their kids. They're not going to be needing any government assistance. They're not going to be, begging for nobody to help them or none of that. So, kudos to them. Have as many babies as you want, girl, as many as you can afford. Them kids are well taken care of. And congrats to Lotto. I mean, you know what you can do, when you can do it, and how you can do it, and apparently she knows she can do it. So go on, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. Don't stop. Anyway, next I want to talk about Ray J responding to this whole Brandy mess with Mace and Shine. Like, Ray J is like a special kind of crazy. I'm just gonna say it. He a special kind of crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna repeat the things that he said that he wanted to do to these two men, but it went a little too far. Like, Ray J, I understand what you're saying about them talking about your sister and being disrespectful. That was, not in the best taste to be disgusting her like she's being passed around the crew and all of that. But Ray J, like, sir, like, ugh. The stuff you said for them to do to you and that you was gonna do to them is like no Diddy, okay? Like you sound like you was at them Diddy parties all oiled up too. Like what's going on? Like that's nasty. Um, I understand you standing up for your sister because that's what a brother's supposed to do, but do it in a way that makes sense, okay? Make that make sense because that was not even cool, Ray J. And then Brandy had to come out and let you know that that was not cool because why is you talking about her like that? Anyway, so um, what's next? Oh, okay, so yeah. So, as we know, more troops are heading to war in the Middle East. um, for this wonderful, big, beautiful war, as Trump will say, because everything big and beautiful to him. He think everything amazing, and it's not. But we got more American troops that are heading to this war. Prayers for all of you, prayers for your family members who are going to be worried sick about you because you're in this war. That our wonderful, wonderful, well, y'all wonderful president, because he ain't my president. I'm still not claiming him. He like one of them kids that you ain't really want that came from, somebody that you with and that's really their child and it's not your child, so you ain't claiming them, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not claiming Trump. So that's y'all president. But basically, he gonna call the NATO allies cowards for not backing him with this war and sending troops to help us. Because apparently, Mr. Trump has chewed off more than he can swallow. And it definitely makes sense because why you even, inserted yourself into a situation and you ain't have no plan, Donald Trump. You ain't have no plan at all. You just wanted to come in here and just do the most and just, make yourself be known as much as you can. Um, so and then also, again, these gas prices, I'm sick of it. And okay, so this is a little news story I had heard about, and this is really crazy. So there is actually a bill being passed, or they were trying to pass this bill in Florida that was aimed to ban marriage between first cousins and other close blood relatives. Like it basically failed to pass in the state senate during a 2026 legislative session. Like what are we doing in 2026? Like it really was upheld that you can marry your first cousin or close relative. And then apparently there's multiple states that allow you to marry your first cousin. Like I know back in the all old times, long, 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 long time ago, that was okay because they wanted to keep the money in the bloodline and they wanted to pass it down from generation to generation. But we ain't living in them times right now. Why is Florida? Or why? Who is in Florida upholding this law to make it legal to marry your cousin? Like I don't really understand that. I don't understand why we need to do that. There's a lot of people in the world, and you ain't gotta marry your cousin. And we always thought Alabama was, like, a little weird, we always was like, "Ooh, you must be from Alabama if you could marrying cousins and stuff," but apparently, they got it in Florida. I think North Carolina is a state. I don't even know, hell, do Georgia got it? I hope not because y'all embarrassing me, okay? It's real embarrassing out here. I don't know why this is still up for debate. It should be blocked and banned, and it should not even, like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, why we just now banning marriage to your first cousin in the United States of America? I mean, I could see if, it was coming towards the end of the world and it wasn't a lot of people left and you didn't have no options because these were the only people that survived, like the zombie apocalypse or something like that. But other than that, why is we doing this? Like, why? I'm just really curious why this is a thing. Like, somebody can explain it to me. I don't know, help me out. Anyway, but yeah, that's real nasty. And, I mean, I know people gonna do what they want to do, but okay. Next. The last thing I wanted to talk about today, and this episode has gone by so quick, y'all. I'm just buzzing it out. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Um, is one of my um very favorite podcast that I listen to right now is We Talk Back. Shout out to AJ and Tam Bam. I love you ladies. Y'all gonna have to have me on a podcast one day when I get a little more popular, you know what I'm saying? Because I love listening to you ladies. I relate to y'all so much. And y'all just be having me cracking up because I love that y'all have two different separate personalities and that, y'all speak your piece on what you think and believe on whatever the topic is. But one of the topics they talked about last week, I think it um, was basically who settles more in a relationship, men or women. And the premise was that men will stay in an unhappy relationship if they're not being fulfilled by their partner, and they will just cheat to get what they need and what they're missing out there. Whereas women, they will leave your ass. And I'm all for that because if I'm not happy, what I'm staying with you and cheating for? Like, that does not make any sense. But I do know personally that there are men out there who literally will not leave an unhappy situation. I don't understand the connection for men with wanting to stay in a situation that they know they're not happy in, but then also being okay with cheating. It's like, you don't have to be, partially happy. You can be fully happy and just go on and live your life because the only thing cheating does is bring more stress to the situation. You're not going to be happy once the person you're with finds out that you're cheating. Like, you know what I mean? It's really a lose lose situation. You might be getting away with it right now, sneaking around, creeping, and all of that. But at the end of the day, the person you creeping with gonna catch feelings, or the person that you're with is gonna find out and they're gonna beat your ass. And then what you gonna do? Or, the girl you're creeping with might beat your ass. Like somebody gonna get their ass beat, and we ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely agree that women are more, capable of leaving a relationship if they're not happy and just not putting up with that. And I am one of them type of women. Like, I'm nicknaming my family the Black Widow because, I just don't believe in being unhappy. That's why I don't believe in this that you get married and you have to be married in order to have a family. And I do believe in, I believe in marriage 100%. I believe in finding someone that is perfect for you and, spending the rest of your life together. But I do not agree with being miserable while you're doing it. Like sometimes people make mistakes. It is what it is. And no, marriage should not be taken as a joke. But also, you shouldn't have to be miserable in a marriage just because you decided to be with someone that's not right for you. So, you know, um, I've had so many different thoughts and opinions on this over the years, but the more I live life, the more my mind changes. That you should be growing and evolving. Uh, um, I'm just really curious as to what everybody else thinks about this situation. Like, how do you feel that a relationship should go once you feel like your other person is not meeting your needs for you? Like, do you feel like you should be obligated to stay, or do you feel like you should leave, or do you think it's okay to cheat? Like, how many of y'all like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat because I ain't getting what I need at home? Let me know. I'm really curious to know, how people feel. I think I already know for the most part. Um, I do think that there are people who don't cheat. They will stay in a relationship and be unhappy and just be miserable for the rest of their lives, and they don't have to cheat. But I do know that that is a lot of the reason why people will cheat on their mate is because they're not happy or fulfilled in some area in their relationship. And of course, that is very selfish to, put somebody through that. Why would you cheat on them just because you're not being fulfilled? I feel like instead of cheating, you should just leave. Like, that's the best thing to do for all parties. It keeps confusion down, it keeps people from getting harmed, and it just makes the break seamlessly more easy to me that you would go ahead and leave. But yeah, I'm interested to know how you all feel about this subject, and I am going to go ahead and wrap this episode on up. I do want to thank you all for tuning in yet again for another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. Wishing you all a wonderful day. And remember, be smart, be kind, be beautiful, and be blessed. Bye.